put these. This is the sliding door panel. I have to go up Thursday and get this put in. And the only really one I need to get in right now before spring is this one, because this is the door that has to go beside the stove. And I don't want to have to deal with trying to get the stove pulled in and out. So I've laid these out and they look fine. The problem is they're very, very tight. I'm going to start this way. Spin you over this way just a little. Well, the little block plane I bought sucked. It just wanted to plow in deep, and it's kind of the wrong kind of block plane. So I'm just putting some very coarse paper on my sanding block here, and then giving each side a good rundown here. And it seems to help them get together anyway. So this is all we're going to do with these guys, and we're going to press them together with the clamps, and we'll be all good. Very convenient that the fence, the way the fence is sitting on this saw. Actually makes a nice little shelf to hold this board so I can sand it and get my hand down beside it. Yet it hangs off and it's up against a good stop, so I got lucky with that. Okay. Alright, so then we're just gonna break the edges of that a little bit. Wow, good dust for the lungs, right? All right. So I'm going to have to move you back over here. And we're going to do as we did before. We're going to apply glue to the groove side. Let's see if these need to be opened. Nope. I got my good old tight bond. I got my wider boards in the clamps this time. And what I'll do is when I get them over here, I will put another clamp on the top. So I'll take this back apart. I just test fitted these all lightly to make sure they're fit. I'm going to lay them up here. Get them apart so they're handy. They do still fit tight, so there ain't going to be no wobble in this. This is my first actual door with planed edges, if you remember. I jointed, I mean. Drop her in. Put them in a few inches. Draw them up to the front. Draw the clamps up. And we start screwing, she said. Now I'm going to switch around. I'm getting a lot of squeeze out of them. Once I get these pressed together, I will release the pressure and go get. See, mofos, right you. take each one up a little bit at a time. Guess I got enough glue in there, huh, boys? I gotta get a bucket of water. I'll be back, Arnold said. Well, I got the first piece, the 7-board piece, the sliding door out of the clamps, and this side was bowing up just a little bit here, so I put it face down and I clamped that to straighten it. I don't think it needs it anyplace else, really. I'll put one right here for now. Dang it, Bobby. This doesn't need a lot, just enough to hold it flat. And then I can actually run these. I have a big, it's buried under a bunch of stuff, but that is a 22-inch wide drum sander with belt feed. If I clean that off, I can run these through face down and clean the backs off these and make them nice and flat. And make that operation easy. I'll have to scrape the glue first because the belt kind of burns into the glue. Alright, that's it for now. So I have a bunch more doors and stuff I'm going to have to do this winter. I'm going to show you how I'm going to finish these doors up before the job is over. What I need to do now is when they come out of the clamps, I made them long intentionally so I can cut them off square, and then I'm going to have to find the center and evenly cut whatever off each side. Now this being a door that meets in the center, I think I'm going to leave the center board the normal size and leave the ends to be cut off. So this end is a 1/2 inch wider or 3/8 of an inch wider. And I need to cut about that much off. So they'll be pretty much even anyway. This is the bifold. And then after I get them cut to size, length, and width, I have to run a chamfer the size of this 1/4 inch chamfer all the way around the perimeter, and then they get to be finished. And I'll show you when I do that. So we're out here taking these out of the clamps where we put them in the other night. I'm not sure if it was last night or the night before. I lose track of time. But anyway, I got my straight blocks here so that I didn't warp the doors. Pretty nice, eh? I found a whole bag of these. What do you think of those for door handles? I like them. I don't know if the wife will. And I'm picking up the clamps and putting them on the sawhorses over here because I'm taking them against them. I'm trying to find my other little battery charger thing too. I thought that was right here. Of course, everything disappears when you want it. All right. I'm going to be using those in the future soon. Okay, there's the other door. Now, see, these doors are left square. These doors are left square on the edges. Sorry, as I was saying, out of view. And what's going to happen with this? After I get them cut the length and the right width, I'm going to install hinges on the back here. And this door is going to do this because there's no place for it to go there. And I need to find a straightest edge. That's pretty straight. I don't know, maybe that one's the work one. That's pretty straight. There we go. What I can do too is, this is supposed to be bifold door hole opening is 29 1/8, so it needs to be 30 1/8 overall. And I've got 31 1/2, so see, I can take a little bit off in some of these. Now that one is the right width, and that one's the right width, so I guess I'll probably take most of it off the center. 31 1/8. Would make these 31 1/8 or 30 1/8. 30 1/8. Okay. So I knew these were going to be very close to being exactly right. Don't. So that's 15 3/4 each. And so that needs to be 15 inches. So I get to cut that much off. And what I'll do, well, that's 31. I can shave a little off each edge until I get these all even. And that'll be nice. And this is my track door down here. I don't know if you're seeing that. The paper towels are. Again, this is the slider. And the hole is 21, so I want 21 3/4. And look at that, we're at 22. So I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off this, and that'll be my slider. Nice, huh? Perfect. So I don't have a lot of narrow boards on the edge is what I was going for. I didn't want to cut these down to 1.5 inches or something weird like that. So that's it so far with these. I think I cleaned these off pretty good. But you just take your nice red devil tool. My dad willed this to me, I guess. It was in his. And you're never going to see the backs of any of these doors, so I'm not going to like do a super job cleaning them up, but I didn't get a lot of squeeze out on this side. A little bit on this. We'll hit it with the sander. And I guess that won't be the back. Well, you never see any of them, so that's what that looks like on the back. I can run these through the joiner too. See, I got a little warp in one of them. One of them's curved a little bit. I get a little bit of a gap there. But once I put the chamfer on here and I put the hinges on the back, and I think you're going to need 2 magnetic latches. One on the front lip that'll hold it in, and then one in the middle somewhere. And then we'll put the handle here so you pull out. Now I'm just going to let this flop in midair when it comes around, so you're just going to have to kind of gingerly open it and push it out of the way. But I think for right now that's the best rig. Okay, I got to look for my battery charger. I got to move the stove out this tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Thursday. I need to move it over. Gotta think about the swing of the wheel. I want the wheel to swing and not hit stuff. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-drill all the holes. They're going to miss the front, yeah. One, two, 3, 4. And I got some big screws here. And I want to make sure this will swing. Now I'll grind the tips of the screws off on the other side flush with the grinder. This ain't rocket science here. I'm playing furniture building. So, put these guys on first. do that to the edge. Alright, you watching me? Yeah, you can see. This ain't the greatest drill that I got for this either, but this is a hack job. Using one screw, that's fine. That's why I'm using it. Use what you got on hand. That's the genre, the nice slogan here at the workshop. Oops. Gonna be used once. So, as I said, it ain't rocket science. That was a little out of whack, but we'll get her in there. Sorry, I'm standing in front of you. I'm gonna do the other three. Flip her over. Now we'll just do this. 4 times. Hi, fans and friends of Bob's Barn Workshop. We are at the lake. We're waiting for the countertop installers to come put the countertops in, and the breakfast bar top, and the coffee bar top. I just wanted to show you the progress that I had made putting on those pine panels that I made, the tongue and groove 3-inch, actually it's 3 1/8 wide, and how beautiful that looks. I'm sorry it's pretty dark in here, but that turned out wonderful. So those panels that I built were just the ends to cover the ends of the cabinets here. There's the end of the breakfast bar. Of course I wanted to show the knotty pine. And then there's the, I made a jig to route out these grooves for these counter edge supports. So if you want to see that, check back my YouTube channel and you'll see how I made the jig to route those out. They have to be on there to support the countertop. I made a dolly just out of some big swivel wheels on a piece of plywood to get the stove out of the way. Of course you saw me put the upper cabinets in. I've got to measure for the shelves. The upper cabinets, the lower cabinet. Now there's that piece I made to go beside the refrigerator with the tracks for the sliding door, which you saw me make that in the last episode. Stove is out of the hole. These are all ready to be doors put on. I wanted nice big doors. I didn't want a center style. And then we're ready for the top here in this, what we call the coffee bar. This is where we put our coffee maker and stuff, and dishes and stuff go up here. Of course we have a dishwasher. It's kind of a pain because it's not right in the kitchen, but this is the old hole where the washer-dryer pair is supposed to be, but it was that wasted space, so we made cabinet space in here. Alright guys, I will take video after the installers put the countertops in and show you the results. And then the rest of the winter, maybe I'll finish the counter doors up as fast as I can, and if we find decent weather I can make it up here. Alright, the installers are here and starting to set the pieces in place. Get ready to put the sink in. So the countertops are installed. I'll go over in here and hit the light switch. Very nice, gentlemen. The breakfast bar is ready. The corner cabinet, the stove. We can slip the stove back in there, I guess, and get it hooked back up if we really wanted to. As I said, all that's left is for me to put the doors and the drawers on them. And the kitchen is done. I got to redo the sink, but that's no big deal. I'll probably put that in there before I finish up the doors. These are been epoxied in spot in place. Huh. So there you go. Looking good to me.